Yo, what is going on guys? My name is JPhanta and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we are going to count down the 5 worst free-to-play cards in Dokkan Battle as of now. These aren't in any particular order, so don't worry about the order of the listing. And this video was suggested by Vegeta, so shoutouts to you, man. Thank you for the video suggestion. So anyway, these free-to-play cards that I've selected are either from farmable events, DBZ Saga banner, World Tournament banner as long as they are featured, and as well as anything purchased from the barber store. And these cards are all SSRs and beyond. If we were to include SR and below, it'd be a pretty messy list and pretty obvious at the same time with, you know, Yamchas and your Sabermans in the list, of course. So anyway, let's get started with the list. So first up, we have Raging Rampage Hatchjack. If you don't know where you get this guy, he is from the Heroes Extermination event. His leader is all types attack plus 20%, already really outdated, of course. It doesn't provide ki, nor HP or defense. His super attack causes extreme damage, which is very average for a free-to-play card. And then his passive is, by delivering the final blow, you will recover 40% of HP. At first, it doesn't sound as bad, but when you really dive into it, for a weak card that he is, he's not going to do too much damage. So if you were to do the final blow of an enemy, the health bar has to be very low. I would say about less than 1/4 of HP left, depending on the defense of the enemy. And then finally, his link skill is Hatred of Saiyans, Berserker, Tough as Nails, and Big Bad Bosses. The only relevant link there is Big Bad Bosses. Other than that, his link skills are terribly bad, and the card just doesn't fit into a proper team. He couldn't act as like a temporary card for a certain team. He's just there as a collector's item, I guess. But that is it for Hatchjack. Hopefully he does get a Dokkan Awakening very soon. He does have like a card that he could Dokkan Awaken from, which is Super Hatchjack or something like that. And hopefully when it does happen, he becomes at least somewhat decent. But anyway, on to the next card. The second card that we have here is the Orb of Garish Wishes Bulma Youth. You can get her from the DB Saga banner and awaken her to this status using the Monster Carrot medals from his respected event. Her leader skill is all types ki plus 2. Again, another outdated leader skill. If it were to have, you know, a HP, attack, or defense boost, that would have definitely removed her off this list. Her super attack causes extreme damage and rare chance to stun the enemy. Nothing too special, rare chance is about 20% around there. The only problem is her passive skill. So her passive skill is ki plus 2 for all allies, medium chance to stun all the enemies. Again, if you were to look at it just normally, you'd think, oh, that's pretty good. She supplies ki and she has a medium chance to stun all the enemies. But because of the way it's worded, the ki plus 2 is also a medium chance. So this card is very RNG heavy, and it's not really the greatest. She can be very useful, of course, being medium chance to stun all the enemies, but there is better alternatives for the ki support if you're just looking for that. She isn't the worst card ever, but definitely something to mention. So other than that, that's pretty much her weak point. So we're going to move on to the number 3 spot. Coming at number 3, we have Return from the Dark Super Saiyan Vegeta Angel, the only Super Saiyan Vegeta Angel possible to get. He is a dropped card from the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Dokkan event. You need the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta medals to awaken him to this form. And his leader skill, all types attack plus 20%, not so great. He causes extreme damage to the enemy. Again, it's the average super attack damage output. And then his passive skill is attack and defense plus 50% when HP is 50% or below. So don't get me wrong, the 50% boost, really great, especially giving a defense boost as well. But the fact that it is restricted with the HP 50% or below makes it almost impossible to get the passive skill off. If it was around 90% there here and there, that would have been okay. But because it's 50%, it's pretty terrible, especially since, you know, when you get down below that HP mark, you're bound to heal anyway, which then makes the passive skill useless again. His link skills are Golden Warrior, Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan Prodigies, Royal Lineage, and Formidable Enemies. There isn't any mainstream links over here, except for, you know, Golden Warrior and Super Saiyan. Other than that, it's pretty much a mediocre set of skills, and it's one of those cards that probably won't get a lot of action for a long time. So let's get on to the next card. The second card that we have here is Heart of Gold Grand Supreme Kai. You can get him from the Barber Treasures. He costs around, I think, 300 Barber Gems. His leader skill is damage received reduced by 20%. Somewhat of a weird leader skill. It can be pretty fun to run him, but it is definitely not the best leader skill by far. His super attack causes extreme damage and lowers defense. Nice that it lowers defense, except defense isn't the greatest stat to reduce anyway. And his passive skill is HP plus 2000 per int key obtained. So kind of like Buhan, except there's no attack buff, which would have been nice and he may have been usable. But nowadays, 2000 HP isn't that much anymore. So running him isn't going to get you that recovery that you need. And on a free-to-play team, at most, if without an orb changer, you are getting around, 10,000 HP back, which isn't that much. When nowadays the meta is around 300,000 total HP, so not the greatest healing character ever. His link skill is Cold Judgment, Master of Magic, more than meets the eye, and Telekinesis. Not anywhere near as good of a link skill as he could probably get. He could have gotten like Supreme Power, but I guess an irrelevant character gets an irrelevant link skill set. So anyway, let's get into the final card for today. So the final card that we are looking at today is an exciting venture Goku Youth. You get him from the DBZ Saga banner. If you don't know about this card, his leader skill is attack plus 25% for all types. Funny enough, that is the best leader skill, I'm pretty sure, for this list of characters that we have seen today. He causes extreme damage to the enemy, and the worst part of this card is his passive skill, attack plus 70% when there are 3 or more enemies. So if you fought 2 or more enemies for a restriction was bad, 3 or more enemies is terrible. There is like very few amount of events where you have to verse 3 or more enemies. This guy will rarely get his passive off, and when he does, attack plus 70% is not bad, but that restriction is so terrible. His link skill is All in the Family, Turtle School, Kamehameha, Incredible Adventure, and Guidance of the Dragon Balls. The usual DB Saga, link set. Kamehameha is really good at least, but other than that, you're never going to use this card ever. I've never seen anyone use this card in their main team just because of how terrible it is, and probably one of the worst SSRs you can get in Dokkan Battle as of now. So anyway guys, that is the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want a second list of another 5 of the worst Dokkan Battle cards, make sure you drop a like on this video, and I'll be definitely making another one of these lists in the near future. But anyway guys, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Share this video around. But as always, thank you guys for watching. It's been JPhanta, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay fizzy, peace out.